What's going on, guys? Man, fight day is finally here. We thought it'd never come. Yeah. Well, first off, thank you so much for joining in with us. This is your boy Sage the Mock for It's Real Wrestling Podcast. Today we're going to finish up our series of Evolution of Punk Review, Episode 4, Culture Personality. First off, thanks for the continued support. Please share, like, get the word out about us. We appreciate the love and the support. As always, I am joined by our special guest jobber, the God. What's up, Guru?
What's up, man?
How you feeling, bro?
Not like a superhero today.
Yeah, you're 3 for 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 for 4. Okay. So, today's the big day. Are you excited?
Dude. For Overeem, not really anybody else.
You're terrible, bro.
I'm
So
trying
I
to
pulled.
that shit today.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
you're good.
I
You're good. Go
I
ahead.
polled people for the last 2 days just to see um, any people like what match was everyone excited about. About 60 people, give or take, participated, and 73% of them wanted to see Punk versus Gaul. Think
Wow.
about that.
Uh, they must really hate good fights or something. I don't know.
You know what? In the showbiz, we call that a draw. So definitely excited, man. So episode 4, this is probably the episode we've all been waiting for. Can we agree with that?
I agree. I think that this episode showcased both sides of the talents, and you get to see a lot more from CM Punk, which is impressive compared to episode 3 and 2, and even the end of 1. I think, man, his skill has improved quite a bit. He still looks like shit,
Yeah, I
but
definitely agree.
he truly is an amateur, and he's not supposed to look like Donald Cerrone right now. Mickey Gall, I'm glad I finally got to see his shit because he looks like shit too. Uh, I don't think that he's. I think that I look at both of them. I see a slight edge to Gaul when it comes to youth, energy, and it's a slight edge. It's not like it's a big fucking deal. It's not a huge like gap in the fight. I don't think that this really could be anyone's fight.
Yeah, so I think it's a good matchup. The big question for Gaul, and let me see if you agree with me on this. Most of his fights end in the first round under 120 seconds. So the biggest question mark for Gaul is, can he sustain a round 2? Can CM Punk weather the storm? And if so, do you think Punk would have an advantage going into round 2?
I don't think it's going to be a fight like that at all. I don't think it's going to be like Gall's putting the pressure on in round 1 and slows down in round 2. I think they'll be consistent. If it goes there, they'll be consistent to the horn. They're not in a weight class where they shouldn't be. Uh, I mean, if I see them tiring out, it's going to be the middle, beginning to middle of round 3 is when they're going to start getting tired. Uh, I don't see them engaging in a ton of ground game. I see them filling each other out for the first half of the round of the first, and then really letting them fly in round 2, and we'll see from there. But I don't think it's going to be a one fight. I don't see that at all.
So the biggest takeaway that I got from this particular episode, we got to see his sparring match, which was a bit more physical. My concern would have probably been his stamina. He's still, and then granted, this was like in January, February, March, first quarter of the year, but his stamina seems to be my biggest concern. He seems quick, out of breath in the first 3 minutes. Would you concur?
Nah, that's normal. The way he looked after that first win, that's normal for a lot of people. Where he's still cutting weight. and he's still coming off of injury. He's not. I mean, I think when they did the episode, he was only 5 or 6 weeks out of back surgery.
Hmm.
Uh, and nah, you're still recovering. You're still trying to get back in there. Five weeks out. You know, they tell you it takes 7 weeks to learn something and 7 days for your body to forget it. You know what I mean? So I think that it's normal for anybody that has to sit out for 5 to 6 weeks, come back and look all fatigued like that. That's normal.
Yeah, you make a good point, man. Um, the Punk was just giving some, some thoughts on, his fight, and he stressed the fact that both him and Gaul are, unknowns. And I noticed the Gaul was doing a lot of trash talking.
Yeah.
Kind of like, kind of like, I respect the guy, and then when he wasn't in anywhere around him, he was just like total trash talking, and you know, you don't want to get into a promo with CM Punk. I think he's probably one of the best promo guys, period, whether it's wrestling or MMA. But I like the fact that he kept it classy. He's didn't want to, and Gaul is young, right? I mean, that's kind of
Yeah, he's pretty
expected,
young.
but I thought that was pretty funny that he was doing a lot of trash talking. So
Yeah, like I watched it. I saw that too, like the whole sharpshooter thing. I chuckled, but I think that's the only advantage CM Punk has. I feel that Gaul doesn't take him serious, just like nobody else does. But where the MMA education gaps in Gaul's area is that he's so young, he doesn't know how to take it serious. Everyone can clown CM Punk, your Diaz, your George St. Pierre, but when it comes to fight time, they take everybody just as serious as the next person. Where I think Mickey Gall is going to take him a little bit lightly, and that might be his downfall. Look at Michael Bisping and Luke Rockhold. No one thought Bisping was going to be Rockhold, and he played around. Chris Weidman, Anderson Silva. It just wasn't supposed to happen, but it happened. Should have happened twice at that. So
yeah, so you're absolutely right, and then you brought up a good point, man. That's one question I wanted to ask. I've seen my share of MMA fights. I train, and I've been to grounds or camps, other training camps, BJJs and Muay Thai and things of that nature. But the one thing that sharpshooter, I have never seen anyone train with the sharpshooter. I thought that was, I don't know if that was just like them, dicking
nah, they were
around or
trolling.
okay.
They were
I
trolling
thought
on
so
that
too,
because
man. I was
he did a
like,
choke slam before.
yeah, he did. He was like, get to the side of him, and then you pick him up and you give him the rock bottom. I'm like,
Yeah.
please.
Like, please, you know what I'm saying? They were trolling the
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, exactly. That's a gun? Nah, please. Come on, man. I'm telling you, man. If someone tried to do that to me, yo, quick reversal. They getting, bruh.
I mean, I've seen a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people try to attempt like wrestling moves, and it looks stupid. I have seen a chin music happen, and I have seen an ankle lock happen. Other than that,
Yo,
I've never seen shit else.
so the only person that should be even attempting that moves or any of those moves is maybe Ken Shamrock and Anderson Silva. If you ain't them two, you shouldn't be trying to do that stuff, man.
Ken Shamrock's in life. He's done.
Probably so. But yeah, I just thought that was pretty hilarious, man. And I like you said, I couldn't tell if they were trolling or not, but if they were on for that. And I hope they underestimate CM Punk. Like, to be honest with you, man, because for anyone that's trying just to make a name off of him, and that's the mark in me. So, I mean, and that was pretty much it, man. So let me ask, in the first episode, you were pretty adamant that there was just no way that this guy could beat Gaul. Just at what he was looking at the time, but what you were looking at the time, and it was about a year and a half removed from where we are today. Going through episode 4, how much more comfortable are you that this is not going to be a blowout fight?
I'm pretty comfortable now that it's not going to be a blowout fight. I think that I see it from two different spectrums, though. I see, like, you know, how I did 4 or 5 days ago, that I feel like CM Punk's just not ready, but it's because I've seen a couple of Mickey Gall fights that end like that. You know what I mean? And I just assume he's the better fighter because he just has these moments in the cage that don't last long.
Right.
And there's nothing to really base Punk on. So I see it from that angle, and then I think, like, well, now that I've seen episode 4 and I see the way Gaul acts, if he's been acting like that for the last year, and CM Punk has been acting like this, where it's a progressive, incline for him. It's the work is being brought out. You see him improving. If he's doing that for the next year, the last year, I think it's gonna be a pretty good fight. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout at all.
Yeah, I mean, I would concur with you, man. I definitely feel more comfortable now seeing what he has gone through in episode 4. I don't think this is going to be a blowout fight. It may be, a quick fight, may go like down to the wire, maybe second round or so, or whatever. But I think that he's putting in the work. It's going to be a very good fight, very anticipated. I gotta ask, bro. I gotta ask: is Punk coming out to his theme music? Remember, WWE does not own the rights to the song. Is he coming out to his theme music?
I think so. It played on the episode. I think that's the song he's coming out to, bro. I think that the pop that he gets from that song coming out the OC is gonna be bigger than any pop he got in WWE.
I agree, man. He comes out to that song. It's already a victory, bro.
Yeah.
There's gonna be marks galore in that arena, and kudos to Dana White and UFC for booking that thing in Ohio, because you put this in Las Vegas and it's not gonna be taken seriously at all. You put it in a good town like Philly or New York or Ohio, and it's going to be electric. So everybody on that car should be thanking CM Punk for this, because everyone's getting a payday on this fight.
I agree.
Everybody. So, man, it's been a fun ride, man. I know we only got to do this for 4 episodes, but let me ask, who you got winning this fight?
As far as the Punk and Gaul fight, I got Gaul. I do.
You got Gaul?
I just don't see how CM Punk pulls it out other than the puncher's chance. And even at that, even if he taps him out, it's because he rocked him with something first. I don't see Punk dominating, and I don't see Punk having the advantage at all in this fight. That's just me.
You think it's going to be a nonsense fight for Gaul?
Yeah, I have it for Gaul, bro.
You have what?
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, go with the haymaker, man. It's got to be Punk, man. He's got to come out with it, and it's got to look convincing. I think that it's win or lose, it's got to be convincing. You know what I mean? It's got to be. He's got to showcase his talents and his skills so that the rest of the doubters will be on board, and that this will not be a spectacle. That it will be every time he steps in the ring, people are legit taking this guy seriously. So I hope he wins. I have him winning in the second round. That the key to winning this one is to dragging it out to the second round. I don't think Gaul is conditioned for 2 rounds, just because he spends all of his energy trying to in the first round. Like, he's trying to make a name for himself. So, and I'm hoping a Pokeball gets thrown at Gaul so he can get captured. and we don't get to hear from him ever again.
I have Gaul round 2 submission. That's what I got.
That's what you got.
That's what I got. We're gonna call the rest. We're gonna call the other top 2 fights.
We're not on this one, man. That's supposed to be
Oh,
on another one. So we'll do the main event. How's that?
hey, I got Overeem. Overeem round 1 knockout.
Yeah. And why is that?
I mean, he's Overeem, bro. Miocic's good. He's got some good hands. His stiffest competition was Dos Santos, which I feel that Miocic won that fight. But this is a whole nother Overeem than the one we saw come in and fight Brock Lesnar. This guy right here is taking his time. He throws what matters. He throws it with bad intentions, and when it lands, whether you block it or whether it hits, it does damage.
Has he changed camps recently?
Yeah, he's been with Greg Jackson for 2 years now.
So I definitely think his game is a lot different from the last time that I've seen him. And usually that's because you're fighting under, usually when you gain new skill sets, it's usually because either someone new has come in or you changed camps. So I was just curious. I have Overeem winning this one as well. I think it will go the distance though. So it's 5 rounds, right?
Did you say the distance on a heavyweight title fight?
Yeah, man. I think it's going to go 5 rounds, bruh.
Not with
I think it's going to go 5 rounds.
Overeem's chin can't last 5 rounds.
So you got him in the first or the second?
I think it won't even make it to the third. That's me. Like I said, you have your opinion, and that's you. But it's extremely rare that a heavyweight fight goes 5 rounds. And 2, when you have nothing like to strike, these two are just dedicated strikers. You know, these guys are out here to knock someone out. They're not out here to wrestle each other. These guys are hand throwers. So I don't see this thing getting past the second half of round 2. I don't see it getting past that, but I think it's over in the first.
Look, the first 2 rounds they're gonna be doing the new Running Man dance, and maybe we get to see a sea walk. So that's why it's not going down the first 2 rounds. The third round, someone's gonna get knocked down, and then they're gonna take the 4th round. They're just gonna be doing nothing but water breaks. So that's why I say it's gonna go down in the 5th. So
yeah, well, it's very possible. I don't think so, but
yeah. We'll see. So I mean, definitely. This is going to be a pretty interesting card. I think we got about an hour or 2 before the prelim stuff starts. So, you still MIA on the Twitter, man?
I'm liking on Twitter, bro. Yeah.
So you want to get a hold of Guru the God? For sure, drop some comments down on this YouTube video. You can also say something on our Twitter account at Real WrestleCast. You guys can find me at Sage the Mark on Twitter, and then my boy Ben Goosen. Which first off, I appreciate everyone who shows some love and support for him as he got married yesterday. But you can hit him up at Ben_Goosen on Twitter. So. Thank you so much, guys. We really enjoyed doing these 4 episodes. Like these will come out so that we can get Guru the God on here. Do you think Guru the God? You see more of those? Maybe we can get him to do a Wonder Woman shirt or something like that next time he's on.
I'll do my best to find one.
Okay, you'll find a Wonder Woman shirt. There you go. So don't forget to like, subscribe, follow our channels, our Twitter accounts. Visit us on our website, IRWP.us. Thank you so much, guys. Really do appreciate the love and support. Sage the Mark. Out.